Hello everyone, I welcome you in the virtual classroom of Managerial Economics. We are discussing unit number 4, Price Output Equilibrium. In last lecture, we have seen equilibrium of firm under perfect competition, and in today's lecture, we will see equilibrium of firm under monopoly and monopolistic competition. Let us first of all see the equilibrium of firm under monopoly. A market structure characterized by single seller selling a unique product in a market. In monopoly market, the seller faces no competition as he is the sole seller of goods with no close substitute. What are the characteristics of monopoly? There is a single seller, only one seller is there in a market. Why he is one seller? Because he is selling totally unique product which is not copied by competitors. In monopoly market, seller faces no competition because he is having unique product which is totally different from others, so there is no competition and he rule the market as a sole seller. Sole seller means only one seller having no close substitute. Even products are not same, but substitute is also not there, means in option consumer cannot use any other goods, so that is called monopoly. Now let us see what can be the price in a monopoly. As we have discussed in the characteristics that the seller is considered as a king of the market, there is a full control in the hands of seller, and due to that reason seller can devise his own price policy. What to charge will be decided by seller himself, and due to that reason in monopoly the products are having always high price. Say for example that monopolist is selling one unit and he is charging 10 rupee, the maximum price. Now let us suppose that the demand of the total market is only one unit. For the sake of simplicity, we are assuming that demand of the total market is only one unit. If monopolist want to sell more, then he also needs to reduce our price. Then suppose he wants to sell the second unit, price will be reduced from 10 to 9. From 2 unit to 3 unit, price will reduce from 9 to 8, and for 4 unit price will be 7 rupees. This you will experience specifically in vegetable market. When you will go for purchasing, what people say that 10 rupees for 50 grams and 15 rupees for 100 gram. 10 rupees for 50 grams, 50 grams. Accordingly, there should be 20 rupees for 100 grams, yes or no? But they want to give greed to the consumer. What they are saying, 15 rupees for 100 grams. So ultimately they are reducing the price so that consumer purchase more. So that happens in the monopoly too. No doubt he is a single seller, but if he wants to sell beyond the market's demand, he has to reduce our price. So that is depicted in this table. Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, price will be 10, 9, 8, 7. On this basis, we can calculate the total revenue. TR means total revenue. Total revenue simply means unit multiplied by price. 1 into 10, 10, 2 into 9, 18, 3 8s are 24, 4 7s are 28, and on this basis we can calculate average revenue. What is average revenue? Total divided by units. So 10 divided by 1, 10, 18 divided by 2, 9, 24 divided by 3, 8, 28 divided by 4 will be 7. Then third column will be of marginal revenue. The same table we have seen in the perfect competition as well, but the calculation will be different because perfect competition is a different market structure than monopoly. Marginal revenue is simply means the revenue of additional unit. In one unit it will be nil because one unit cannot be additional. Second unit will be additional because 2 minus 1 will become additional unit. How to calculate marginal revenue? Total revenue minus the revenue of last unit. 18 minus 10, 8, 24 minus 18, 6, 28 minus 24, so it will be 4. On this basis, we can draw one graph which is known as a slope of demand curve. You just look at this table, two lines are same. Which two lines are same? This price and average revenue are same. If we want to draw this column, then it will be having the downward shape that is depicted here. This line, the red line, shows demand curve or average revenue. Two names can be given here, P or AR. P means price, AR means average revenue. Looking at this table again, let us see the MR curve. MR also decreasing 8, 6 and 4. So this is also downward. But comparing with AR, 10, 9, 8 will be above, MR will be downward. So that is shown as a blue line here. MR is also reducing, but it lies below the average revenue curve. So marginal revenue, average revenue, both are declining, but marginal revenue curve lies below average revenue curve. Now, in this monopoly, we always need to draw four graphs, four slopes. The first one is AR, second one is MR, then AC, and fourth one is MC. AR means average revenue, MR means marginal revenue, AC means average cost, and MC means marginal cost. We have seen in this diagram that AR and MR is downward. This is shown in this graph, AR and MR. AC and MC, we have seen in the last unit of cost analysis that the shape of average cost is U shape and the shape of marginal cost is like this right mark. So we are in the position of that we know the shapes of four different curves, AR, MR, AC and MC. Now let us discuss the equilibrium of firm under monopoly. As we have seen in perfect competition, we need to discuss equilibrium in two states, that is short run and long run. What is short run? Short run is a period of time where output can increase or decrease by increasing the variable cost only. In short run, we cannot change the fixed factor like plant, machinery, etc. That is what written here. In other words, the monopolist cannot change the fixed factors like plant, machinery, etc. Monopolist can increase his output by changing the variable factors. In short run, only variable factors can increase. The fixed factors cannot increase. Now let us discuss the three possibilities that were also there in perfect competition. Three possibilities are AC less than price, AC greater than price, and AC equals to price. Let us first of all discuss AC less than price. In this graph, as I told you earlier, that we need to draw four curves. Which are AC, MC, AR and MR. As we have shown the slope of demand curve, there we have shown that AR is reducing like this. Two names can be given, AR and price. Second curve we need to draw is MR. That also we have seen that MR is downward falling and lies below AR. So we have drawn two curves, AR and MR. Now, as per our condition, AC less than price, we are going to draw the third curve, that is AC. As you know, the shape of average cost is U shape, but AC is less than price. We will draw like this. This is price curve and this is average cost curve, which lies below, which is lesser than the price. So we have drawn three curves, AR, MR and AC. Now let us draw MC. As I told you earlier that the shape of MC, marginal cost, is right mark, which is drawn here. In the introductory lectures, I told you that the condition of equilibriums are only two. First one, MC is equal to MR. So let us see where MC is equal to MR. There is only one point here. So let us draw one line which touches to the average revenue, which touches to the average cost. So the point E is our equilibrium point. We just find out the point. Now we need to discuss whether there is a supernormal profit, normal profit, or loss. Now stretching this line from here to average revenue. Now you just compare revenue and the cost. Average revenue is this much, means Q1C is your revenue. Q1C is your revenue. This D point lies in the cost curve. So Q1D is your cost. Revenue is more and cost is less. So difference between C and D will be profit. This area is very big, that is why it is known as a supernormal profit. That is what depicted here in this explanation only, that we have taken MC is equal to MR for cost we have drawn, and we have find out equilibrium at point E. So this is how an equilibrium point we got in the monopoly form where SE is less than price. Now let us see the second condition where AC is equal to price. As I told you earlier, we need to draw the four curves AR, MR, AC and MC. Let us draw one by one. AR and MR we have seen in the slope of demand curve. AR is downward. Another name of AR is price. We have drawn first curve. Then second curve is MR, marginal revenue. That also we have seen that MR is falling but lies below AR. We have drawn two curves now. Let us draw the third curve AC. You know that the AC is U-shape, average cost. Shape of average cost is U-shape. According to our condition, AC is equal to price. So we will draw like this, which will touch to the revenue curve. This is U-shape drawn like this, where in R point it is touches to the revenue curve. As I told you earlier that this is also price curve. So at R, AC and price both are same. We have drawn the third curve, that is AC. Now let us draw the fourth curve, that is MC, marginal cost. The shape of marginal cost is right mark. Can be drawn like this. Condition for the equilibrium is MC is equal to MR. This is MR curve and this is MC curve, where it is intersecting each other at E point. So E is our equilibrium point. Now stretching line up to AC and AR, we get MR. MR is our revenue. R is in a revenue curve and MR is our cost as well, because R is on a cost line as well. So it is not an BEP where no profit, no loss is there. If you zoom it out, there will be a small gap, and that gap can be shown like by this line, that is PR line shows the profit line. Here this rectangle shows the profit area, but in this line shows the profit area. This line is lesser than that rectangular. That is why we term it as a normal profit. That is what written here, that in this condition monopoly earns only normal profit. So we have completed two conditions. AC less than price where form on supernormal profit. Then AC equals to price when form on normal profit. Now let us see the third condition where AC is greater than price. As I told you earlier, we need to draw the four curves AR, MR, AC and MC. Let us draw the first curve AR. As we have shown in the slope of demand curve, it is falling like this. Another name of AR is price curve. Second curve MR. That also we have seen in the slope of demand curve that MR also falling but lies below AR. So we have drawn two curves AR and MR. Now let us draw the third curve, that is AC. The shape of AC is U shape, and as we have seen in the third unit, the shape of AC is U shape, but as per our condition, AC is greater than price. So AC can be drawn like this. AC. Why it is above? Because this line is here, AR. Another name of AR is price, and as per our condition, AC should be above the price. It is greater than price. That's why we have drawn it above the price curve. So we have drawn three curves. Now let us draw the fourth curve, that is marginal cost. The shape of marginal cost is right mark like this. The SAVC means short run average variable cost. We are not in need to draw, so you can skip it. We are in need of this four curves, first, second, then this third and fourth. You can skip this line. As per our condition of equilibrium, equilibrium can be where MC is equal to MR. So this is MC, this is MR. Both intersect at E point. So E is a equilibrium point. We have just find a point, that is E. Now stretching the line to the AC and AR, it can be drawn like this. So MN, N point lies on the average cost curve. So MN is cost and MA, A point lies on a average revenue curve. So MA is a revenue and MN is a cost. So difference between A and is this rectangular area. Cost is more than revenue, so this area shows loss. So what we have seen in this discussion, that when AC is greater than price, firm owns incurs losses. We have seen three conditions. AC less than price, firm owns supernormal profit. Then AC is equal to price, firm owns normal profit. And AC greater than price, firm incurs losses. We have discussed it, three conditions for three situations for the short run. Now let us discuss the equilibrium of monopoly for long run. In long run, everything becomes perfect. So is the case with monopoly. What is the characteristics of monopoly? That in long run there will be only one seller. As I told you, as we have discussed at the time of perfect competition, that what happens in a short run, adjustments are there. New firms are entering the market, old firms are leaving the market. So what will happen when firm on supernormal profit? By attracting towards the supernormal profit, some entrepreneurs enters the industry. Number of competitors will increase, profit will reduce, supernormal will reduce to normal. Again, new entrepreneurs will enter the market, normal profit will reduce to loss. So those who are earning loss will leave the industry. Again, number of competitor will reduce, which will increase the profit. From loss we will reach to normal profit. If we will reach to super normal profit, then there is again a chance that new entrepreneur will enter in a market. But when we are in a normal profit, there is no chance that now new firms will enter in a market. This all we have discussed when in last lecture at the time of perfect competition, because according to perfect competition there will be large number of sellers in a market, but according to monopoly there should be only one seller. As I told you earlier that in long run everything becomes perfect, so monopoly will become the perfect monopoly, and a perfect monopoly says that there should be only one seller. Now you yourself imagine that if there is only one seller in a market, then what will be the result? Is it a super normal profit or loss? One person, if only one seller is there in a market, there is no chance that loss will incur. There will be no normal profit. He will must be earning super normal profit, that we have seen in the condition AC less than price. So for the long run equilibrium of monopoly, the situation will be AC less than price. As I told you earlier, we need to draw the four curves: AR, MR, AC and MC. Shape of AR falling, shape of MR falling below AR. AC U shape, but it is less than price, so we will draw like this. MC right mark can be drawn like this. So we have drawn the four curves. Where is the equilibrium? Where MC and MR are equal. This is MC and this is MR. At E points they are intersecting each other. So E is our equilibrium point. Stretching this line up to the AR curve. MH. H point lies in the average cost. So MH is cost. J point lies on a revenue curve. So MJ is a revenue. Now difference between J and H. H is cost, J is revenue, so difference is a profit. This area is a supernormal profit. This graph is not new, but the same as we have seen in AC less than price. You can verify it. AC less than price, supernormal profit is here. You just see this one. And this one, supernormal profit. So as per our discussion, we can say that a firm under monopoly in long run can earn supernormal profit. Now let us see this one, supernormal profit. Equilibrium of a firm under monopolistic competition. What is monopolistic competition? Monopolistic is a competition between perfect competition and monopoly. A middle way is a monopolistic competition, where number of sellers are more as compared to monopoly and less as compared to perfect competition. For that, we need to discuss a table of price. The same table will be copied here, because in monopolistic competition also, if a seller wants to sell more, they had to reduce a price. So unit 1 2 3 4 price will be 10 9 8 7, total revenue will be 10 18 24 28, average revenue will be 10 9 8 7. So two columns are same, AR and price, marginal revenue 864. Same table will be copied in monopolistic competition. If this table will be copied, then this AR and MR will also be same. In monopolistic competition also, this will be AR and this will be MR. Let us see. Monopolistic competition, AR and MR. Now let us discuss the equilibrium of form for short run and long run. Short run and long run definition we have discussed twice, at the time of perfect competition and at the time of monopoly. Now we will not discuss the same thing again, but you know that in short run we need to deal with three situations: AC less than price, AC greater than price, and AC equals to price. Let us first see AC less than price. You know that we need to draw the four curves AR. The shape of AR is falling. Second curve is MR. MR is also falling but lies below AR. Then the third curve is average cost. The shape of average cost is U shape but AC less than price, so it can be drawn like this. This is the price curve. AR, another name of AR is price. AC is less than price, so we have drawn like this. And the last curve we need to draw is this MC. You just see the same graph we have seen in the monopoly, same situation, AC less than price. AC less than price, the same graph is here, AR, MR, AC and MC, which results into supernormal profit. The same thing will be here. This area shows supernormal profit. Now let us discuss the second situation. AC equals to price. Four curves, AR, MR, AC equal to price, so AC will be like this. And the fourth curve, MC, which is like this. Equilibrium point where MC is equal to MR. So this is a point of equilibrium. If we stretch the line, then suppose here it is R, then Q1R is a revenue as well as cost. So PR will be the line of profit. It is a normal profit. Same as the case of monopoly. AC equals to price. For months normal profit, same graph. This one and this one. Same graph is there. No change. Third situation, AC greater than price. Four curves, again AR, MR. AC is greater than price, so we will draw AC like this. And the fourth curve, MC. As you know, the condition of equilibrium where MC is equal to MR. So at Z point, MC and MR cuts each other. Let's stretch the line up to average cost. So KM, this M point lies on the average cost. So this is the cost. Then KT, this T point lies on the revenue curve. So KT is revenue. Now difference between M and T. Cost is more, revenue is less. So this area shows losses. So monopolistic competition where AC greater than price firm owns incurs losses. Short run equilibrium we have discussed. Then long run equilibrium. As I told you that in long run everything becomes perfect, so is the case with monopolistic competition. In monopoly long run there will be only one seller. That is why In long run, monopolist on supernormal profit. But in monopolistic competition, there will be competition, so there cannot be a chance of supernormal profit. There will be only normal profit. This is the only difference between monopoly and monopolistic competition. Everything is same. Short run are same, totally same. But in long run, monopoly on supernormal profit and monopolistic competition incurs normal profit. As you know that normal profit is there in the situation where AC is equal to price. We need to draw the two curves AR, AMR, then AC equals to price, so AC can be drawn like this, and the fourth curve which is MC, right mark. The MC and MR cuts each other here. Let us stretch the line, right R here, say for example, then line PR shows the normal profit. So, and monopolistic competition in long run earns normal profit only. So in this lecture we have completed two market structure, that is monopoly and monopolistic competition. I am repeating again, monopoly and monopolistic competition, every angle they are same table is there. In short run situations everything will be same. Only in long run monopoly earns supernormal profit and monopolistic competition earns normal profit. That is the only difference, other thing remains same. So here we have completed three market structure, perfect competition in last lecture, and in today's lecture monopoly and monopolistic competition. And now in next lecture we will discuss the last market structure, that is oligopoly. Till the time, have a great day.